Have you ever driven past a road that wasn't supposed to be there? A turn you swear wasn't on the map, but something compels you to take it? This is the story of one such road, leading to a town that shouldn't exist. David Carter was a travel blogger. He had explored abandoned places, ghost towns, and urban legends worldwide, but nothing prepared him for what he found deep in the forests of West Virginia. He was on his way to visit an old mining village when his GPS glitched. The map rerouted him onto a road called Hollow Creek Lane, but that name didn't exist on any map. Curious, he turned onto it. The road was narrow, lined with towering trees that blocked out most of the sunlight. As he drove deeper, he noticed something unsettling. The trees were dead, their branches twisted like skeletal fingers. The air felt heavier, thick with an unnatural silence. No birds, no wind, just his own breathing. Then, out of nowhere, a sign appeared. Welcome to Black Hollow.
David pulled into the town's main street.
It was like stepping back in time. Victorian-style buildings with peeling paint, gas lanterns instead of streetlights, and not a single modern car in sight. It looked abandoned, but he saw movement. A woman in a long dress walked into a general store. A man in a top hat tipped his hat as he passed, but there was something off about them. Their skin was pale, almost gray. Their movements, slightly unnatural, as if they weren't used to walking anymore. David grabbed his camera and stepped out of the car. He knocked on the general store's door, and the same woman who had entered opened it. She smiled, a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "You shouldn't be here." David's stomach twisted. "I'm just a traveler. I got lost," he said, trying to stay calm. The woman's expression didn't change. "They'll come for you soon." "Who?" She didn't answer.
She simply shut the door.
David turned to leave, but noticed something terrifying. People were now standing at the windows of every building, staring at him. Their hollow eyes followed his every move. Then, the church bell rang. Dong. The people moved. Dong. They took a step forward. Dong. They were running. David fumbled for his keys, his hands shaking. The figures rushed toward him with unnatural speed, their mouths opening wide, too wide, revealing rows of jagged black teeth. He jumped into the car, slammed the door, and turned the ignition.
The engine sputtert.
The creatures were inches away now, their hands pounding against the glass. Their whispers filled his ears, but he couldn't understand the words. As he sped down the road, he looked in the rearview mirror. The town was disappearing into the mist, the figures watching from the edge of the road, but they didn't follow. Words. Just as he thought he was safe, his GPS spoke. Recalculating. Turn right on Hollow Creek Lane.
David's blood ran cold.
He didn't look back. To this day, no records of Black Hollow exist. No maps show its location. But travelers still report seeing a road that shouldn't be there, a road that calls them in.